The government has not considered Serum Institute of India and Bharat Biotech's applications for seeking emergency use of their COVID-19 vaccines due to inadequate safety and efficiency data available currently. Both have been asked for more data. Pfizer Inc. and Serum Institute of India had filed for emergency use authorization of their respective COVID-19 vaccines from the Drug Controller General of India, that is DCGI. Bharat Biotech had also filed for emergency approval. Pfizer's vaccine was recently approved in Britain for mass vaccination against coronavirus. The vaccine was also rolled out on December 8 to immunize the UK citizens. India was not part of its global trial. Therefore, DCGI is yet to ascertain if Pfizer is required to do a small clinical trial on a select basis. What is emergency use authorization? A pandemic-like situation causes mass damage to human lives and the economy. Regulatory bodies need to approve vaccines, medicines, diagnostic tests, and medical devices that can be administered to people or used by medical professionals. It is also difficult for regulators to have accurate data related to efficacy and safety. Therefore, the regulators rely on preliminary data to assess a particular vaccine's life-saving ability. Based on the trials, they also measure its risks and other benefits. After rigorous tests and investigation, the regulator takes a call on permitting the vaccine for emergency use. US Food and Drug Administration says it may allow the use of unapproved medical products or unapproved uses of approved medical products in an emergency to diagnose, treat, or prevent serious or life-saving threatening diseases or conditions when certain statutory criteria have been met, including that there are no adequate, approved, and available alternatives. So, what is the process of emergency use approval? To speed up the vaccine approval process, the regulator is following an accelerated rolling review. This refers to conducting an interim analysis of clinical trial data at predefined stages like the preclinical stage, Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. The DCGI has established subject experts committees comprising 10 to 12 members. They review the data and protocols and make recommendations on approvals to the DCGI. So, what is the legal position on emergency use approval in India? Unlike in the US, the Drugs and Cosmetics Act in India does not have provisions to allow the use of special drugs and other medical products for a EUA. However, the CDSCO granted restricted emergency approvals to COVID-19 drugs such as Remdesivir and Favipiravir in June and Tocilizumab in July. Reports suggest on what basis have these drugs been approved are yet to be ascertained. The clinical trial data are not available and what protocols were followed for each drug remains to be unknown. The DCGI drew flag for approving Remdesivir, Favipiravir and Tocilizumab for emergency use based on limited evidence. In June, the US FDA had to revoke the emergency use authorization to use hydroxychloroquine and to treat COVID-19 in certain hospitalized patients when a clinical trial was not available. So, what are the risks involving while using a product that has been granted emergency use authorization? According to US FDA, public needs to be informed that the drug has been granted an emergency use authorization and not full approval. In case of the COVID-19 vaccine, people should be informed about the potential risks and benefits. They must also know about the extent of risks that are unknown. Reports suggest there has been an ongoing debate whether participants have the option of refusing to take the vaccine. So far, no country has made the vaccination compulsory.